Australia put their sort of number one ranking on the line. There's India chasing them. There's Pakistan also chasing them. Can they hold on to it in Sri Lanka?
I think so. We've got a pretty good batting lineup, and we've got a very well balanced bowling lineup, as I spoke about before. The bowlers I mentioned are all fit and raring to go. Having Mitchell Starc back in our bowling lineup is a big plus, because obviously in Sri Lanka you get reverse swing, and he's a fantastic reverse bowler. So Josh Hazlewood's been in great form, and obviously Stephen O'Keefe getting 10 for and 78 with the bat's a good start for his tour as well.
When you played in the West Indies in the late 80s, early 90s, they were unbeatable at home at times. Y'all won that great series in 93. Since then, the standard has gone down. They've been pretty easy to beat at home. Where do you think the Windies have gone wrong?
Oh, there's been a lot of competition for their sport. Basketball, soccer, all those type things. And obviously even now, T20 cricket, your IPL takes their better players out all the time, because they obviously get paid a lot better than they do playing for their country. So that's a decision that each player has to deal with. Do you want to play with your country, or do you want to, set yourself up for the rest of your life? So I don't blame any player for doing that. West Indies cricket have got to try and battle with that the best they possibly can. And Phil Simmons does a great job as their head coach. He's got a good young side, and he's just got to try and mould those players into being a great side.
You saw Kohli up close and personal in 2011 when he played his first series. You were the Aussie bowling coach. Did you see something in him at that point that made you think that this guy's going to go a long way?
Yes, definitely. You could see that he had all the shots, and the thing I liked about him, he had a bit of shit in him. So I shouldn't swear, but that's the way we talk in Australia about things like that. It's determination and courage, and willing to take the opposition on, not only with the bat but in the field as well. So I think that you can go over the top with those sort of stuff, but if you control that, you can certainly be a very powerful influence on young players coming through in your national side.
He was born here, but he has a lot of sort of Aussie aggression in him, and it seems to have worked for him.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot, as I said, there's a lot to learn from that. It has to be controlled though, otherwise he'll lose some of his high-earned dollars to the match referee. But I'm sure he's very good at all that, and a fine young cricketer.
From a fast bowler's perspective, the MCC has called for a reduction in bat size for Test cricket. What do you make of it?
I think it'll be what it is. I'm not sure how they're going to. I'm sure they're trying to work out how they're going to do all that. But if you still bowl well, you get wickets. So certainly miss hits go for six, and they've got big edges and all those type things. But I've seen a lot of batsmen get out because of those thick edges, trying to turn the ball square, and the ball goes straight up off a very thick edge. In our day, it would have just trickled down to fine leg. But that's up to the ICC. They like changing rules.
Pink ball Test cricket and day-night cricket, the way forward or just an experiment?
Oh, I think it's there to stay, particularly in Australia. It was a very good first one against New Zealand in Adelaide, and I think there's two this year. So I think that that sort of side of it is going to expand. They get more money for television rights because there's more people at home watching cricket at night on TV, just like you do with IPL. So that's going to drive it more than whether players want to play it or not. It's going to be the dollar will drive that side of it.